What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode here at Kibbetech. Come check out what we got going on this week. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode here at Kibbetech. We got the black PreRunner right here, so we'll just dive right into this thing. We got a bunch of big mess going on because we're trimming the front clip to clear the tires at full bump. So you can see had to cut quite a bit. It's just a rough cut right now. Got the shocks out, got it at bump. But if you notice something about this front clip, it's a little different than what you're used to seeing. This is basically a Tahoe or Suburban grill and headlights from I think 2015 to 18 or 19 or something like that. But yeah, so it's got a Tahoe front clip. We want to do something a little different on this truck, and we felt like this clip went along better with the you know, that 99 to 06 cab and body lines. So yeah, and we also made a couple different bumpers for it. So we have this simple bumper that bolts on right here, slides in and out, nice and tight, simple. Then we have another one that bolts on that has 4 Baja Designs LP9s, and that one sticks out a little further and has 4 lights on it. So we have 2 different options for 2 different bumpers depending on what he's doing with the truck or what scenario, because most of the time during the day you don't need to have all the lights on there. So just nice, clean, simple look. And then we got Evan's been doing all this work, but nice aluminum valance to fill in the front. So we made this out of 1/8" aluminum, so it's not, you know, chintzy little plastic or anything. And this will actually get paint matched with the rest of the truck. So the valance and the hood obviously still need to get painted to match the rest of the truck. But yeah, I think we showed you this before, but pretty cool. The whole front end tilts forward like so. Pretty easy to get it up there, but got the jack in there right now, so I can't go too far. Actually, I'll just let that down right now. And we'll flip this thing out. So it's got built-in stops, so it stops pretty much straight up and down, just enough to where it's not going to fall back down on you. But also looking here, all this aluminum Evan's been doing, this basically covers the whole back of the headlights. So you can see, you can't see the back of the headlights, all the wiring tucks through. These all get powder coated black. The inside of the hood will get Line-X'd. We might Line-X this outside panel just because that's in a direct path of the tire there. But just want to do something to kind of protect the back of the lights because they are OEM headlights and grill. So it's about $1,500 if you buy all 3 of those pieces from the dealership. So a little extra insurance to keep those things safe and just give it a nice, clean, finished look. And if you look here, it's got some other panels that were already done in there. So that basically directs all the air from the grill and rams it through the coolers and the radiator up there. So you can see everything's filthy right now from fiberglass. But then also we got the accessory drive all done. Water lines are at powder coat. So once we get those water lines back from powder coat and I do a couple power steering lines, we could actually fire it up again and bleed the power steering and bleed the coolant system and actually let this thing run and get up to temp and start doing some initial break-in on the engine. But yeah, this thing's a runner. It fires up and runs, but got the belt on right now, so I don't want to fire it up because power steering pump is blocked off, so I don't want to fire that up with the caps on it. But yeah, steering box is in, steering shaft. A lot of the little things we're checking off the list. It's just, you know, this last 10% of the build takes 90% of the time. So, and then coming to the inside over here, see, got the column in here. So it's got a tilt column, tilts up pretty good. You know, got a nice range of motion right there. And then it actually powers up. It's got, you know, dome lights, and this is pretty cool. So electric actuators on the seats. So nice, you know, get some adjustability there. You know, got the shifter in there, handbrake. Got to mount a couple more accessories in the dash there. Yeah, we'll go check out the ZR2 right now. So ZR2, the rear suspension's all done. Rear end, we just need to assemble it and put it in there. Also making a big mess over here on this thing, getting the front fenders trimmed because this thing's got, you know, pretty good amount of up travel too. So see, we're almost there. Still got a little bit of interference right there, and then we're a little close right there. So we're gonna give it a little bit more room there and there, and then once we're done with this, then we can put the shocks and everything back in and get this thing on its own weight. But yeah, just, you know, stuffing 35s on a ZR2 takes a little bit of work, but we're getting there. So yeah, I'll go see what we got going on in the rest of the shop. All right, small little update on the Defender 90. We got the Spider Trax axles in place, all tabbed out with our billet link tabs front and rear, and our rear 4-link upper tabs. We got the 40-inch short course links mocked up front and rear. They're just mocked up right now, but we got all our geometry and everything figured out, and we're waiting on a bunch of laser cut link brackets to come in, but we got our shocks kind of in place so we can start playing around with some shock mounts. But it's got the same shocks front and rear. It's a 3.0 IBP King with the swivel top, finned reservoir, compression adjuster, our clevis bottom end, and these are a 10-inch stroke. So we're just shooting for like 12 to 14 inches of travel with this thing. And yeah, next step will be get all those laser cut parts welded on, and then get the upper link on the front, and then upper links in the back, and then set up the panhard bar, and then set up the steering at the same time we do the panhard bar. But yeah, got our bumps established where we want it to bottom out. And it's the same bumps all the way around, same shocks all the way around. So you got to build a big pad off of here for the bump stop, and then over there, the bump stop pad's going to be part of the upper link bracket. So a little different than what we usually do, but this thing's coming out pretty cool, and a lot of cool parts going in this thing. But let's go check out the tube chassis now. All right, so here back on the tube chassis, we got all the rest of the tubes back from Laser, and I've been working on those. I actually just got out of here. I was sitting in there welding all the insides of all these junctions. It's actually still hot, but yeah, you can kind of see like the whole front tube layout now. There's no more tubes that got to go in the front. We got a bunch of more plates to go in here for the shock mounts, and then the bump mount in there, but that's going to be last. I have some rear fixtures I'll be bolting on the table next to set up the rear bump tabs, because we got all those tabs all laser cut. So yeah, I'm going to button up the rest of this. I got to do a couple more double passes on the inside, and then finish the tops of the shock mounts, because those, I just got some root passes on here right now, and same root pass right there. So I got to do my double pass on those, and then yeah, next step, this thing will come off the table, lay it on its roof, get that roll out of the way, and then weld the whole bottom, because I still got to weld the bottom of the chassis here. And then I'm going to weld the underside of the roof when it's on its lid, just so it's a little easier to weld instead of trying to lay up in there and weld it overhead. But yeah, coming along really good. And then yeah. All right, back here on the chrome truck, you see the interior's taking a pretty good shape. We got the tilt column in, so this one also is running a tilt column. This is a flange mount style from Flaming River, so something a little different than what we did in the black truck. Fiberworks dash is all mounted. Did a little something different with the shifter. So that's like a B&M ratchet shifter. And then see right there, it locks out into neutral. So there's neutral, reverse, park. So it's got that cool little lockout, but just a little different shifter than what we usually run in the trucks. We're actually gonna make our own handles for it to match the handbrake. We're gonna make them a little bit taller, so it'll be look kind of cool. Nice little like matching twin stick looking deal in there. But center console is all done, minus all the accessories and cup holders. Got mount for a battery switch back here. Removable panel on that side. Nice little housing right here for the shifter. Yeah, I got the seat belts all tabbed out. Got the dome lights all tabbed out. Tabbed out for rear view mirror. So a bunch of stuff done on this thing. pretty much end of today or tomorrow, we're gonna probably pull this cab off and send it off to get powder coated. But just a bunch of tedious little tabs and brackets to add in on the inside before it gets sent out for powder coat. Steering shaft's all done to the steering box, brake pedal's in. Our new gas pedal isn't in yet, but that'll just kind of bolt to the floor with another plate. So yeah, next time you see this, it'll be just the bare chassis again. Chase, show off your mess you made over here. Oh, he's got to put his hat.
Hello. Didn't see you there. I'm doing stuff and things to this right here. Really caught me on the spot. I'm putting panels in, and this is for storage and stuff.
So yeah, Chase is doing all the sheet metal on the OBS F150 over here, basically just sealing it off because, you know, can't be Flintstones. So these panels, we ran them extra low and they kind of tie into the frame there. So we ran them low like that to try to get a little bit of like room under the seat for some storage and stuff like that. But yeah, you can see the firewalls pretty sealed off minus the middle. They got all kind of like the easy ones out of the way now, and all the center ones are a little more intricate. The trans tunnel is going to be a little more intricate, so we're just kind of getting all the big flat panels out of the way now, and then start moving on to the seal off the trans tunnel area. But yeah, it's taking shape pretty good. I'm happy with it. Everything's, you know, exactly how I wanted it. So. And the motor's got a bunch of room around it, so there's no issues there. We're not gonna have like a super hot firewall on this thing, which is nice. Got the bypass mocked up again over here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do another tube from that bends around right here and kind of comes down to the frame. So just something else to tie in this engine cage rather than just, you know, rely on this one tube right here. And then we're also gonna do a billet cross member that fills in kind of this whole area right here. Something kind of like what we did on the ZR2 and some of the other trucks. So just kind of tie it in with that. Chase has been doing a really good job at this. In the past, I haven't really let him weld anything ever. His skills have been growing a little bit, so I let him basically build all these panels and weld everything in all on his own. So he's just kind of been over here in the corner for the past, you know, week or so, just kind of knocking all this sheet metal out and welding it in as he finishes each piece. So yeah, you see it's all silicon bronze like we always do, and it's, you know, it's good practice for him. And, you know, I wouldn't let him do it if I didn't trust him to do it. So it's kind of nice seeing his skill set grow over the, you know, the years of working for us. Good job, Chase.
Thanks, Dad.
I love you, Dad.
Anyway, you guys have a nice rest of your day.
I was proud of you. All right, let's go check out the machine shop. Yeah, I got some more spindles going on in there. That thing's just running its 4-hour cycle, I think. Yeah, about 4.5 hours. Man, this thing's all cleaned up. We got all 3 of our vices in there because we're running something new for somebody. We can't show you yet, but we'll probably be able to show you when we're done. But pretty big chunks of 7075 under the table right here. So that's gonna go in there next. We can talk about that next time, if we can. And over here, we're making a bunch of stainless inserts for our Chevy coil-over kits. So we have this billet shock mount that bolts in to the stock frame, and it doesn't require, but we like to do it. So that insert will go there. Just little, you know, harder material. This is stainless, this is aluminum. So like before, we don't like to run bolts just right through the aluminum. So each side gets an insert. So running, like 400 of those things right now because we're making quite a few of those coil-over kits. But everyone's at lunch right now, so everything's just kind of chilling, waiting for everyone to get back from lunch. We'll just cut that out. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode here at Kibbetech. Come check out what we got going on this week. Oh, I feel like I've done like 28 of these intros.